Good Wednesday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the detailed winter storm video forecast discussion for this Wednesday through Thursday, which is March 4th and 5th, 2015. Last night's travel commute home became a nightmare with 2 to 3 hour delays on every major road and artery, including the transit system, as the snow quickly changed to a sleet festival before changing over to freezing rain and then rain. Took me perhaps over 2 hours to get home for a 20-minute ride, so I'm sure hundreds of thousands of people were experiencing that in the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metropolitan area. These were some of the snow totals over the last 24 hours. While it wasn't much, the ice totals, that's where everything switched over, and that's where all of us were in bumper to bumper crawl traffic last night. This forecast discussion is only going to be for the winter storm, and then we're going to go into live mode for the rest of the storm right through Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. Right now we have watches, warnings, and advisories. Small craft advisories are not yet up on the coastal waters from New Jersey yet and the Delaware, but that will be included later today for tonight and tomorrow. And small craft advisories are definitely on the South Shore and east ends of Long Island. Focusing on the land masses, this is where everything really counts. Everything has been upgraded or changed from winter storm watches to winter storm warnings here along the coast, and this would be for the coastal regions of New Jersey down through southeastern New Jersey and the Delmarva area to the I-95 corridor. Winter storm warnings from 11 p.m. tonight through 7 p.m. tomorrow. 5 to 9 inches of snow accumulating on the ground, possibly heavy at times late tonight and Thursday. Now there will be a transition from the rain to the sleet and then eventually to the snow. These amounts actually could even be higher in these regions, giving mesoscale banding, and that we'll have to watch in real time. Right now, across the northern tier, winter storm watches remain in effect. These will probably all be upgraded everywhere to winter storm warnings later today. The potential exists for accumulating snow tonight through Thursday, 3 to 7 inches, and again, we'll have to watch for any mesoscale banding. The highest amounts look to be in the corridor from Ocean City, or Ocean County rather, down through the I-95 corridor, and then down through the Delmarva as well. In the New York City metropolitan area, we have winter storm warnings now in effect from 7 p.m. this evening through 7 p.m. on Thursday, and this would be for all of these areas here for accumulating snows of about 4 to 8 inches. And this will all begin again late tonight as the rain mixes with the sleet and then changes over to snow before changing over to all snow. The snow may be heavy at times during tonight through Thursday morning before tapering off on Thursday evening. One of the strong impacts of this storm is the thermal gradient that's already setting up. This is our Arctic front here, where temperatures in northeastern Pennsylvania and northern and central Pennsylvania out to Ohio are crashing from 0 to 5 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. And these are at 850 millibars. This is 5,000 feet. Temperatures above freezing here. You get the point here. This strong thermal gradient where temperatures are above freezing at 850, below freezing at 850. This is the Arctic boundary coming into place. As this Arctic boundary comes into place, the rain along the frontal boundary will begin to mix with and later change to sleet and then change over to snow. The transition will occur from northwest to southeast through this evening and overnight tonight, and everybody will be in the snow from very late tonight or early on Thursday right through Thursday afternoon. Last night's residual snow cover is leading to 2-hour school delays in many of the districts across the region, so you want to check with your schools. Also, there might be some delays at the airports, so you want to check with those carriers. Here's the Arctic front now coming through the area with waves of low pressure along it, and this will begin to transition the precipitation type from rain to sleet and then eventually to snow over the next 12 hours. Observation stations across the region this morning showing lots of fog and very low ceilings this morning with light rain falling at LaGuardia and Kennedy and Teterboro. Mixed precipitation in Farmingdale, light rain across Islip and Shirley, very light rain right now in Montgomery and Poughkeepsie, and light rain in Caldwell, also light rain in Teterboro. Temperatures are all above freezing right now, and that's going to gradually change as we work our way through this afternoon and evening. Once again, considerable fog across the region this morning. Do drive cautiously. On the aviation weather deck this morning, conditions vary between IFR, MVFR, and VFR, all settling back to IFR this afternoon. As somewhat milder air reaches over the cold ground surface where it snowed and iced last night, additional rain will continue to spread over those same regions. Conditions should then be IFR for tonight. As rain becomes steadier this evening, cold air will build in from the northwest and north, and the rain will transition from sleet to snow. A significant snow accumulation anticipated for Wednesday night, which is tonight into Thursday, and will have to impact on all airfields and uh, a light wind also will veer from the southwest to the northwest today, and the wind will forecast to be favored from the northwest and north for tonight at around 6 to 12 knots. IFR conditions with significant snowfall across the entire forecast route on Thursday. Thursday night conditions returning to VFR overnight. Friday through Sunday, mostly VFR. Right now, outside of Newark, we are in MVFR conditions. We have 35 degrees, 2.33, humidity 92%. The wind is southwest at 8. There's a visibility of 5 miles in fog and low ceilings at about 1,900 feet, overcast at 9,000. The story today will be the light rain transitioning very late tonight into snow, and then the snow will be coming down moderate to heavy during the overnight and early morning hours tomorrow. Right now, outside of Philadelphia, we have MVFR conditions in place. 3 miles in fog, temperature 35, dew point 33, humidity 92%. The wind is southwest at 8. And basically, we have fog with ceilings at 7,500, overcast at 9,000. The story again today will be the light rain showers transitioning into snow showers and ice pellets tonight, and then everything just goes completely over to snow with moderate to heavy snow late tonight through Thursday afternoon. At this point, it doesn't really matter which model you're going to choose, whether it's the RJM, the 4-kilometer NAM, our mesoscale models here, the CMC, the global GFS, or the European model guide. It's all pretty much hinging on the same idea. Right now, we're going to use the RGEM, which is the short-range model out from Canada. I think it depicts the forecast primarily much better than the others, but they're pretty much all particularly in line or similarly in line. Rain breaks out around the boundary as it sinks to the south and across the region. Waves of periods of pockets of rain will move through the region during this afternoon and evening. The transition will then come later tonight through early tomorrow morning as everything begins to change from rain to snow and sleet too. And we'll have multiple waves of low pressure along the Arctic front, and this will continue to build the colder air into the region, which will change all of the precipitation over to snow. The snow may be moderate to heavy at times, and that is why we're expecting a significant amount of snow from central and southern New Jersey down through the Delmarva area, including the New York City area, as this cold front slowly sinks to the south and the disturbances move out to sea along the boundary. The one thing we're going to have to pay attention to is the mesoscale, because sometimes these disturbances can be a little bit stronger, more potent, and provide a lot more lifting to give us some localized heavier amounts. But generally in this kind of situation where we're finding air moving or these disturbances moving along the boundary, just periods of pockets of moderate to heavy precipitation, most of this will be in the form of snow by tomorrow morning and will continue throughout most of the afternoon before tapering off toward evening and then exiting during tomorrow night. So do be careful driving out there today. Remember, there could be a lot of slick spots still on the roads where ice is hidden from the water that's falling over the top of it, so hydroplaning could still be very much of an issue. The impacts for the storm will be really felt late tonight and all day during tomorrow on Thursday. And we'll be covering everything live from this point on our live feed on the drop-down menu from Facebook and also on both websites, Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a very good Wednesday. Do be careful out there and be prepared. Make sure you have extra gas in your car if you're getting stuck or slowed up in travel. And just drive safely. That's it. And we'll be back in video form on Friday, and we'll be covering everything live from this point on in live fashion. And the next video forecast discussion will be issued on Friday morning.